What's up, everybody? This is DJ Lionhead, and we got a guest today here. I don't know what to tell you, man. All I can tell you was he was here before. He was in the early episode. If you want to know who this is, and you're like, that's a familiar face, and I follow the Support Your Boy podcast, which I hope you do. You can see him in the early episode, but now we got him live in person. Sacramento's own, one and only motherfucking Mak7teen in a building.
Hey, what's cracking with everybody, man? What's up with it, man? You know it's Mak7teen, man, with DJ Lion here, man. What's popping with it?
Yeah, man. So the first of all question is, how you doing, bruh?
I'm good, man. I'm good, blessed, highly favored. You know what I mean? All the good things, all the good shenanigans.
Yeah. Now, of course, I want to get to, I want to get to some questions here before I do. How I'm doing is I'm doing good. I'm glad to have you here on the podcast. I was nursing the headache, but I got most of it out of the way. But you know what also helps? This motherfucker right here.
Yes, sir.
And but understand the questions I may take, and everybody who's here on the live or whoever's watching on YouTube, I may take a while to ask questions because this shit is good, and I may space out a minute, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Hold on. Anyway, like I said, there you go. We're gonna make it work. First question is, Mak7teen, how did you get this name?
Man, it's music and knowledge. 17 is a prime number, so you know what I mean. I like that. You know, it's all like it's all in a metaphysical, you know, aspect of things, man. But you know, it's just something that I put together. You know, music and knowledge. My middle name is Mackenzie. Okay. I love music. I love learning. So you know, everything that I am, my name is. So you know, it just came out like that.
Gotcha. Okay, it's good to have you back. We had him on the podcast before with the big homie. Mr. G.
Mr. G.
If you know Mr. G, then you know motherfucking Mak7teen. It's just the way it is.
My brother.
Were you born and raised in Sacramento?
Yes, sir. Born and raised. Born in the South. You know what I mean? Grew up in Meadowview. Grew up in Meadowview and Freeport. You know what I mean? Lived all over Sacramento. You know what I mean? Since then, you know. Yeah, man, I'm Sacramento all the way.
Okay. So, when did you start rapping, though?
Man, taking it seriously at this level, 2016.
Taking it serious, okay. It's a good time. All right, let's go ahead and ask about some music. We got any music that's coming out currently or on the way?
Yep, actually I do. I got an album that I'm working on, or two albums I'm working on releasing, which is My Time Is Now and Elevated.
Ooh, Elevated. Okay.
Yeah. My time is now is focused on me, but Elevated is focused on, you know, the artists that I work with. So it's like two different, you know, renditions being dropped. Not like back to back, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do that. Those are my next two projects.
Gotcha.
Solo wise. And then we got Your Worst Nightmare 2 coming as well.
Okay. So before we get to any music things, I like to ask you some questions. Play kind of a little game, get this thing going and rocking and rolling with you. So of course the first game I want to play is let me get this thing started with you. Hold on. Okay. We got this game called What's Your Preference? Mak7teen, when performing, because I've seen you perform before. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people seen you perform before.
Right.
What's your preference when it comes to performing? I'll ask you a couple of these questions. Some of them will deal with not really performing questions, but most of them will. For example, question number 1. When performing, which do you prefer? What's your preference? Cordless mics or wired mics?
Cordless.
Ooh, Any reason why?
I don't stand still when I rap. So
Oh.
I be needing to move around, and really not just any type of cordless. You know, that one that hooks in your ear.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Or the one that hooks on you real good where it's lined in and you just put the little receiver in your back pocket.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Those ones is dope. I like that. I like
Really?
that. Yeah, man, I did a show with Optimistic. Shout out to Optimistic. And he had that hookup, and I was like sprung. I was like, "Ooh, I need this all the time."
You know what's so funny? I could have set you up there right now. I have linear microphones right there.
Yeah, man, those is dope, man. I mean,
Maybe next time,
especially when you're performing, you know.
Yeah.
Because it gives you free range.
Yeah, you get to go ahead and just use your hands when you're rapping.
Yep.
Like you do when you freestyle, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now give me an analogy here. Okay, so let me go to question number 2. Here we go. Question number 2. When you're on stage, Mak7teen, which do you prefer to see in the crowd? Groupies or super fans?
Man, you know what? Super fans, bro. Groupies ain't gonna do shit. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I mean? But super fans is gonna provide and, you know what I'm saying, pay for that next venue.
Okay. So you ain't with the girls who were just trying to put it on you for that night?
Hell no, man. I'm beyond that. Being in it for so long, man, when I first got in it, I was like that, real adamant about, the girls. But now it's like, man.
Yeah.
If they do that for me, they'll do that for anybody. You know what I mean?
Ooh. You mentioned that. That's some true shit. Okay. Let's go to number 3. This was not really a performance question, but I still want to know Mak7teen's preference on this. What's your preference? 16 bars or 12? Your preference. I know you can do both, but what is Mak7teen's preference?
Man, to answer the question, 16, but depending on the song, man.
Right.
It's what the song calls for. If it's melodic and, heavy with the strings and, band and, it might stretch like that. I might have to break it down, throw a bridge in there or something. I might have to do, something funky with it, like throw a 8 in there, throw a 16 in there, and then throw a 4 or something, or throw a 12, or it's just what the beat is, really calling for, as we're creating and crafting.
Yeah, that is true. Okay. Number 3, what's your preference when you're on stage? It's a performance question. What do you like if you're performing and it's just going crazy, right?
Right.
And the number one people is going crazy is the women.
Okay.
The question is, what's your preference? That they throw bras on stage when you perform, or panties?
Bras, please.
You ain't trying to see no panties?
Bras, not draws, man. Bras, not draws, man.
Okay.
I don't want to smell what's going on. You feel me? Don't want to, bruh. And then you know what I'm saying. I ain't even trying to be like that, but the draws, the size of the draws get bigger.
Yeah.
So the bigger the draws, the bigger the smell. You feel me? So, nah, I need bras. I'd rather deal with a musty armpit than a. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that most definitely is
the bras.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take note, ladies, when you see them at this next performance.
Throw no draws up on no stage. That'd be crazy.
Okay. Question number 5. This is a performance question. What's your preference? That the crowd be 80% drunk or 80% high?
I take a high crowd over a drunk crowd. It's easier to maintain. No offense to the people that drink, but
right.
You know what I mean? We can lay back, be chill. I haven't really seen too many violent altercations in a room full of high people. It's usually when they get drunk and high, or getting drunk and or should I say hella drunk.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, man, get this fool. And he's like, hey, that's my homeboy, man. Watch out. You're like, wait, get your home. You know what I mean? And it just escalates from there. But in the high rooms, it's just like, everybody just watching you do your thing, and they stoned as fuck. So, they ain't tripping off what this nigga looking at, or, what I'm saying, what they looking at, or,
Yeah. Okay. So, next question. It's a non-performance one. Here you go. What's your preference? Punch in or full take when recording?
Man, working with Emo, he won't let you do too many punch-ins unless it's designed that way. And then from doing that so much, now it's habit. So it's just like start it over. I'll do it from the top.
Yeah.
It'd be like, was that him? And we'll listen and be like, nah, that wasn't him. What you want to do is like start over from the top, because we know we can get it, because it sounds better like that. I mean, not knocking anybody that punches in and can master that, but
right.
It's like when you design it as an artist, you design it a certain way, and I do, but
right.
I design it the way that I'm hearing it, and he's going to help me get it to what he's, agreeing with what he's hearing as well, and then we mesh it together, and it's like, yeah. So, it's the punch-in is cool, but I want to go all the way through it and get it done.
Yeah, I get it. I feel it. Okay. Last question. What's your preference if you were to prefer situation? Pay to perform or open mics?
They're both serve a purpose.
They what? They're both what?
They both.
Okay, give me a minute, y'all.
But they both serve a purpose. Meaning, neither one is going to guarantee, a large crowd. That's not always on the artist. That's the venue as well. Some of it's on the artist and what he can bring in, and influence. But they both have a purpose as far a job to do. As far as bringing in a crowd. So the artist can get sell 100 tickets, but not everybody may show up. You know what I'm saying? The tickets is there, the ticket sales is there, but the bodies aren't there.
Yeah.
The open mic, 20 people might show up. Might be 15 people, might be 10, might be just you and the bar dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Open mic. So it's not really guaranteed. Neither one is really guaranteed, except for you betting that somebody who you sell tickets to. I prefer to do the pay thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Open mic is cool though.
Yeah, it is.
But the pay thing, once again, you sell, you get the thing, you get your tickets off. You get your people in there. You get to see other people that the other artists may have brought with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? The people that the venue has already, scheduled on, stuff like that. So it gives you more of a robust, audience versus the open mic.
Okay.
I ain't knocking open mics, and I ain't knocking,
exactly.
Paid for, but it paid for, you got to go through the paid for before you get to the paid. You got to do a lot of those before you can get paid.
Right. But here's my question I want to ask: when it comes to fan base, for someone at our age, you know what I mean? I like to myself. I like to gear my music towards the older crowd.
Right.
I think they would understand me even better. You know what I mean? But I would not mind a younger crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I want to tell you a situation that I overheard online, and I want to hear your thoughts upon it. Okay?
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's the situation. So this brother online was checking out. He was mentioning, hey, how can the number one album of the year be Killer Mike, a motherfucker who's 48 years old, number one in album, number one song in hip hop at this time. Now, of course, he was like under 20. You know what I mean? So speaking on this,
Of course.
and so his question is, how can they be number one? And I ain't never heard of him or some shit like that.
Right.
So he got lit up by niggas who were older like us.
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes, all right, so since y'all lit me up, I'm gonna check out the album. He checked it out, and he said, okay. He kind of had an idea of what he wanted to say online, and he brought a good point. And that's how I want to get your opinion on it. So here's his point. He said he noticed that people who are either artists or artists of an older caliber focus on the lyrics.
Right.
Artists who are younger and of this age focus on the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they said they don't give a damn what a rapper is saying in the song if the vibe is right. You can say doo da 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 50 motherfucking times.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna love it if the beat is hard and if it sounds like a good vibe. But an older motherfucker's like, what the fuck is he talking about? That's just we expect you to. If you're gonna be on your mic saying something, you better say something.
Right.
Well, let me tell you what my opinion of the situation is. Now, with a young man, I kind of do agree with him that the youth usually will focus more on the vibe than they would the lyrics. But then I started thinking, you know what? Most of us don't give a fuck about the vibe. You got to be saying something. I thought that for a while, right?
Yeah.
Then I was wrong, because do you know everything fucking James Brown said? We don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but that vibe was dope.
No, but it's like Blue Snickets, for example.
Ooh, that's another good point. We didn't know what the fuck they were saying.
But once again, what age were we?
Ooh, that is a good point. Okay.
So at 16, 17, 14, 15, 16, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a person saying nothing. Stickity bump.
Yeah.
What? Huh? What'd you say?
Exactly. I'm still trying to figure out what diggity tiggity mean.
But that was their dialect for those people who come from that era or area of like mixing the Jamaican style with the hip hop.
Yeah.
And that birthed their brand. So that's how they did it.
Yeah.
But once again, at our age, with them being in that 10-year bracket, forward or backwards, that shit was popping up.
It was. Okay.
Even when Bone came out.
Yeah.
We didn't know what them niggas. Man, it took us forever to find out what Bone was saying.
It took captions on the motherfucking cell phone.
It took us forever.
You had to be able to read them motherfuckers.
We still don't know what they saying.
Most of the choppers do. I know some choppers out there who do.
You know how much they had to listen to that?
Supreme Vibe.
Over and over again and over and over again and over and over again and over. They didn't get that on the. You know how many times they had that on repeat?
Yeah. That is so true. They got that shit down.
And how old were they? At that age where they felt like they didn't have nothing else better to do.
But play their favorite music.
Man.
Okay. All right. So commenting about what you were just saying. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Of course, the weed is fire, so it's kind of taking a little time.
Fire, you ain't lying.
Yeah. So so here's the situation. I mentioned to my the homie Tech Trays, who was on our last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out, Support Your Boy Podcast.
Man.
Don't forget to subscribe to Support Your Boy Podcast. Help us out, you know what I mean? We're trying to grow, you know what I mean? So every time we put an artist on here, we want to make them bigger and bigger. So help us out by go ahead and going on to YouTube. I know it sounds like a lot to do. It's easy. You can follow me on TikTok or, us on TikTok and or Facebook or Instagram. But I really appreciate it if you go ahead and follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. But anyways, the question I wanted to talk to you about, or the situation I would say, is I just had it a minute ago. Yeah. So we were talking about before about I wanted to go ahead and put out we said it's behind the scenes. I want to kind of put out a compilation of Sacramento artists.
Right.
But I want to get them from all over, know what I mean?
Right.
Not just from the north, from the south. You know, as many as I can.
Right.
But do you think it's possible that I can put together a compilation that's all these Sacramento artists, that's politic-free music?
Yeah, I think you can. But once again, that it's how you formulate things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, say for instance, example. As you're presenting this, it's presented to them as that exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm creating this, and I would like it. I would like it to be politic free, to express the true artistry that you have within yourself. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Because we don't look at it like that, man. We from the streets,
Right.
and we look at it like this is what we do, and we, you know what I'm saying? And it is what we do.
Yeah.
But we don't see it as the art that it is. If you present it to them like, I want to hear, you know what I'm saying, something that's politic free,
Right.
and you still give me that same dopeness that you give me with that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if that is able to be conveyed to the artist, then yeah, you know what I mean? It's doable. But if you're not going to tell that to them and then expect them to just, nah, them niggas is going to rep their shit all the way through. Because that's a part of the makeup of, you know, the rap scheme. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right. And I do understand that the politics didn't start in this time. It's always been that way in hip hop since the beginning. You know, one side was not feeling the other side.
Right.
There has been
they thought they were better than the other
right,
side at
right.
what they
And
did.
then, of course, there's been death, and the ones who are living has to suffer of dealing with that death on both sides. Let me ask you another question here. We're gonna go to one of the games here.
Go ahead.
And this one is called What Would Be Worse? Okay, so this question is basically it'll be two situations going to happen to you, right?
Okay.
It's going to be based off this song right here, Off the Gas. Let's just say you're performing it and it gets caught on by somebody who's like an influencer.
Okay.
They blow the song motherfucking up. You know what I mean? Now you perform in all these places. It's kind of a more formal situation, but here's the situation number one to you. What you let us know, what would be worse? So you're performing, you're on stage, off the gas, you ripping it, you killing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's an ace of spades. You lighting that bitch up, and you and Mr. G are headlining that bitch, and it's going so crazy that a motherfucker wants to get on stage. And he goes, he wants to start rapping this shit because he's feeling what you're saying,
right?
And they go like, yeah, this show was off the shit, off the chain. He jumps off the stage. And every nigga moved the fuck out the way. Splat. That nigga's knocked out sleep. In the middle of your damn verse.
The show must go on, bro.
So you gonna basically Travis Scott that nigga? Yeah, that nigga sleep. He could be dead. He gonna just keep going.
Man, have you ever seen the mainstream artists? The show must go on. This is I might be concerned like, hey man, y'all help.
Okay.
But real talk though, that's self-inflicted ignorance upon the fan. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to do that type of shit.
Okay, so let me give you situation number two. You let me know which one is worse. Let's just say again, off the gas blows the fuck up because it's influencer. Now, what's happening is it's just getting shared all over, TikTok, wherever, and all that shit. And now the motherfucker blows up to the point where you had posted the song, sharing it. Oh my God, we just reached 4,000 streams in a month, which is nuts. And then of course you get 900 motherfucking comments. Everybody's feeling it, sharing all that shit. But at the bottom, there's somebody who's popular, you see, in the comments. And it's motherfucking... It's DJ Quick.
DJ Quick.
And he's saying, I like Mr. G.
You like Mr. G?
That Mak7teen can't rap shit.
Okay.
Which would be worse, that situation or the motherfucking jumping off the stage?
Person falling off the stage only because that's you know what I'm saying, self-inflicted ignorance, but somebody's hurt though. But you know what I mean.
So DJ Quick talking shit.
And nah, you know why? Because I'm gonna push my brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna be on projects regardless.
Right.
So you know that's just gonna be what it is. You know, if he says that, and you know, then there's other ways that I can implement myself and still help my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not no hate towards me. That's just once again preference and you know what I'm saying, and perception.
Right.
And that's all DJ Quick got when it comes to that. Also, he has influence, but you know that's just what it is when it comes.
Okay.
And that's how things be. So you got to know your position and play your position properly. You know what I mean, in all situations.
Okay.
And in that one, if he was really getting at my brother about something and wanted to put my brother really in a position to where he could win, then fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Other than that, you know what I mean.
Okay, there's another question I wanted to ask you because it's more about towards the world of streaming.
All right.
Now, the streaming that, of course, we all going through as far as artists, we all know that we're not getting paid very much.
No.
It takes a lot of motherfucking streams.
Yep.
In order to even, to come up with a penny.
Oh, honey.
I'm pretty sure you've seen online the new House bill aims at raising streaming royalties for artists by going ahead and making it from 0.00.3%, which is people have no idea what that means. That basically, let's say if a penny was a fucking pizza,
300,000.
Right. So basically, you're only getting like maybe 1/3 of a slice.
I know that. No, you know, you're getting fractions.
Exactly. So you ain't getting a penny.
No.
You're getting a half of like a quarter of the penny.
Well, that's because. I'm sorry, it ain't funny. It is hilarious. But what I'm saying is that beyond the decimal exists. You know, it's in millions.
Yeah.
So you know that those are the things that they rob us of by not teaching us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. A lot of us get in here and don't understand how the music business works, but it's like fractional lending. You know, your music is making fractionals. You know what I'm saying? That's how they register it as it's collecting. You know what I mean? Like they're mining the ass end of a penny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you like what? But for them to want to give it a boost to 1 cent, you know, that still ain't shit.
So yes, I just want to talk to you about that. So right now they're really talking about boosting it. Congress is really talking about boosting it. If it goes through, then each artist, every time you stream Mak7teen or anybody's song, they're actually getting a penny for it. You know, instead of taking 255 streams to equal 1 penny. You know, you stream the song once,
right?
And you're getting a penny, which is good. That's means
that's better than the nothingness that they was giving you.
Exactly. So basically, I'm motherfucker to hear the song. His new song coming out. Let's say just 100 times. At least he made $1.
That's at least $1.
At least $1.
Because I mean, you know, when you look at the ignorance of how the brilliance and blissfulness the record labels have made the streaming services for themselves, then you know it's based off of subscription.
Right.
So if they have 9 million subscribers monthly, getting paid monthly, playing artist music daily.
Man, they making a killing.
Come on, man, they making a killing, and then to pay you the thing that they are using the most, the least,
right,
is bonkers. But this is how it works when you don't have a labor union for your music group. You know, hip hop doesn't have a labor union. That
is a good point. There is no, I'm gonna go to the union to get my money up. where it's supposed to be.
Well,
That's true.
That's because there's no. Suge Knight was the last one, bro.
Yeah. he would go to battle for your ass. He go ahead
Suge Knight
throw
was
niggas
the
over
last
balconies
one.
over your ass.
You see, they said I seen on TikTok, dude asked him, when did the music, stop lose its girth? And he said, when Suge Knight got in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was like, and it just made me think, like, yeah, because he wanted the money. He was telling you, pay these artists what you owe them. Yeah, there's no way this TLC should have been broke. There's no way these people should have been, you know what I'm saying, just dying poor.
Right.
Do you see Jaheim's hairline? There's no way. Steve Harvey should have been plugged that man with the man unit. You feel me? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, bruh, it's just, don't make putting your woman first look so damn bad, man.
Right. Like you not only putting her first, putting her over everything.
Damn, not even the hairline. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay,
so let me ask you something about this when it comes to that music. So I also saw, and I like this. So I want to mention number one. Shout out Curtis King. If you don't know who Curtis King is, check him out on YouTube. I subscribe to him. He got some good shit. He brought up a good subject. So he is also a rapper and a producer, and he does reactions to videos and news in the world of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
So I had saw that he was so frustrated with with the payout system with Spotify.
Right.
He decided to go direct to consumer by pulling all his music off of Spotify and all his music off of any streaming platform, period.
Right.
Created a website and sold his album, his music, and everything off his website. Now you think, okay, that's going to be tough, getting everybody to go, because streaming is much easier for everybody, and plus people like to put, their TikToks and shit with your music or pictures with your music. So I see the point of streaming, but he felt that if you were a real fan of mine, you go to my website and download that shit, and things of that nature. Now he made like I think it's 3,000 or 2,000 plus on his current album with only 125 subscribers.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm like, I know that sounds like a low amount of subscribers, but the reason why he did it, he said, is the payout was 10 times better than what Spotify was doing. And he believes that music is going to go, artists should go this way. And I kind of agree with him that when it comes to building a fan base, you want to go ahead and create that website. If they really fuck with you and buy it from there, of course, you can make a lot more money off of streaming. Yeah. Now, of course, there's some people who believe that, I'd rather stay with the streaming, I want people to hear my shit, and then that, and that's like you're saying, your perspective and your and that's your preference when it comes to that.
Correct.
And I guess I wanted to ask you is, have you ever thought of that? And what do you think about if things got worse? For example, I'm pretty sure if they bring streaming to 1 penny for each artist, they're gonna come up with some regulations. For example, I believe I have no permission to prove this, but I believe if I was them and I gotta pay artists a penny now, I gotta get that money back somehow. Right. So number one, if you have Spotify Premium and it's $9.99, $29.99 now, nigga, a month. Right. Something like that, where they can get their money back per month. That's what I think they're gonna go. They're gonna up the price of subscriptions on your Spotify Premium, and they're gonna post some shit like this. If you want to bump his new album and you want to make sure he gets that 1 penny per stream, you got to get the paid version, the subscription version. You know what I mean? Yes, on Spotify. Yes. But if you had that free shit, nigga, you gonna get that 3%. Yeah, no, they have it like, okay, the market in streaming is set up kind of crazy. Yeah, because there's tiers
to your listening pleasures.
Yeah.
And those who have the free services,
Mm-hmm.
they get the crumbs of your music.
Mm.
They don't get the newest shit you got pushing.
Yeah.
They get the old stuff you got. But if they want to get that new and hear all that stuff and select through your stuff, they'll subscribe.
Yeah.
And when they subscribe, that's when, the platform gets the money. So, and gets the yearly subscription, because that's what they're really after. And they're using you as bait.
Right.
So, you're doing the, subscribe, man, or, follow me. But if the person really likes your music, then they got to subscribe to the service. But then the service is offering other artists as well. So it's not really geared to you. So to answer your question, it's better to do it that way, to be, this is who I am at whoiam.com.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to sell them CDs?
Yeah.
Remember how much we used to get off of how many?
It was booming back then.
Bro, how much I can't explain to people how I have so much music from so many different eras because of a CD.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like you get 100 on a spindle and you were selling those for $10.
Yep.
10 times 100. You get what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Even if you made sold them for $5 each, 5 times 100.
Right.
Even if you sold them for $1, it was $1 times 100, and each spindle was, recognized as, sales.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like, bro, we used to sell hell of those everywhere we could, give them away. So it was like, bro, the money was in the independent, underground artist hand at that time.
Yeah.
And now it's not. I mean, I've been thinking of ways to get it back in our hands, but it's going to be, it has to be a compilation of different things that will intrigue the individual versus it just being the same old shit that we've been doing.
And you know what? I have a kind of a plan
Mm-hmm.
to do exactly that. But I'd rather talk to you about that off camera and
Cool.
shit like that. You know what I mean? You let me know what you think after that off
Mhm.
camera. That's the background of this podcast,
Yeah.
which is the Support Your Boy podcast.
Support your boys. Support
Exactly.
your
And
boys.
I've been supporting, and I keep supporting. My name, whether I was doing shows way back in the day, came from supporting other motherfuckers.
That's what's up.
Putting on shows, you know what I mean? Sharing their shit, you know what I mean? And I mentioned, hey, follow me back, bro, follow me back.
Yeah.
And most of them did.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, some people are asking me, like, there's people who ask me in the comments, how you know so many motherfucking artists? How you know what I mean? You got a little name. How you get a little name? My name is off of these motherfuckers.
Supporting.
Yeah, by supporting. I got my name from supporting other people.
Mhm.
You will get your name from supporting other people. You know what I
Reaching
mean?
out. You gotta
And not
reach
just
out.
hitting like on that nigga shit. Check his music out.
Check it out.
You know what I mean?
See what they're about. And that's the dope thing about it. Like a lot of producers, when you're in producer mode,
Yeah.
they make music for, themselves and others to enjoy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's certain times where they be like, I hear this individual on here. Let me
Uh-huh.
reach out to them and see if they, fuck with it.
Right.
And when they do, it's the same feeling we as artists get when we say, I got a song for you, homeboy, I want you to hop on. Let me know what you think. And that nigga be like, that shit was fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you network. But artists drop the ball all the time after that.
Yeah.
Because everybody is supposed to work as a unit.
Uh-huh.
You're not supposed to just be like, okay, I got on and that's it. Next, I got on and I'm trying to get all my notches with all. No, bro, look, you put on a project that when that project hit, you supposed to, network with that nigga to get those links and, push that shit too, because it's bringing attention.
Yeah.
Every time it streams, even if it is through that man's channel, you still get paid.
Yeah.
So you shorten yourself on your pennies anyway.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You got to stop doing that. You know what I mean? It's like your catalog is being built and is connected with that music that individual is putting out as well.
Right.
So the more you share your stuff with the people that you're working with,
Mm-hmm.
the better your attention, or excuse me, the better your artistry expands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't get a chance to know nothing about you if you ain't show. Oh, I got on like 50 features, but you ain't tell nobody about it. You
Right.
just depended on that artist and his fans to get you more fans instead of sharing to share that this dude right here that you work with got a new album out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's too much of that going on. It's just, I mean, it's crazy. Like, there's people I've worked with, like, we might never work again because it's like, nigga, we did music together and you didn't even share it with not nobody, nigga. Like, that ain't
That's
your
real
job
shit.
ass shit. Like, nigga, wait, hold on, time out, bro. This ain't no major, nigga. What you mean this ain't your job?
Right.
It is your job.
Exactly.
Until we blow up. If we ain't blowing up, man, no, we ain't doing no.
Let me piggyback about what you're saying, because I don't have a subject I want to talk to you about. That's kind of dealing with what you're saying. So I was online on YouTube and I was watching the Joe Budden's podcast. I'm not really too much of a fan, but sometimes I'm kind of catching some of his clips.
Okay.
And he has some shit that he was saying that caught my attention. So what he was saying is that he's got friends in high places in the mainstream world, okay? And the mainstream is basically saying, he said, to basically sum it up, he said, this rap shit on the mainstream is a rap. He was saying, for the male hip hop artists, the majors are no longer really giving you
big money
or signing you on their record label. Now, and if they do sign you, there's gonna be some shit where you're gonna have to not only owe the money back, but 3 times that much. It's gonna be not in your favor.
It's a loan anyway.
Right, exactly. So he was saying, and now that he's starting to understand that he's starting to see even the females who just on top in hip hop is starting to die down also. So he's saying this rap shit is starting to be a rap for artists in the mainstream. He was saying,
right?
Is he talking about strictly the mainstream? He's not talking about rapping period. He was just saying for rappers in the mainstream, it's a rap to go that route. I kind of feel this is a good thing for us independent artists, because I feel that, you know, in when it comes to hip hop, you know, we kind of get lost in the shuffle as far as underground artists or independent artists due to the mainstream. Now, if they are kind of like dying down, it's going to be more attention to people who want the hip hop. Who are they going to have to go to? The independent artists, the underground artists. We have a chance to build hip hop the way we want to, instead of the way they have been doing it.
Right.
That's why I wanted to go ahead and say I want to see more artists working together, because we have a chance to build it back up the way we should have in the first place, instead of making it, you know, in order to get on, you had to talk about death and destruction. You know what I mean? It's just my. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but you're right, and that's only because someone gave somebody an idea that there was a bag to be chased in the music industry.
Right.
And getting that bag in the music industry is what, you know, you need to be focused on, and this is how you do it, you know, and that's the downfall towards, you know what I'm saying, rap. Like, you got a rapper's kidnap. How to kidnap. And if you want to get money, this is what you got to do. Coming from individuals who aren't getting the money and aren't doing anything. Yeah.
We have a chance to, not, I wouldn't say rebuild hip hop. We're not rebuilding. I'm just saying we have the chance, as far as underground artists and independent artists, to shed another light. You know, do something different. We don't have to. Okay, we need to blow up. So first of all, let's talk about all the death and destruction and shit like that, and doing niggas wrong. You know, we now know that if that is true, what Joe Budden is talking about, that rap is dying on the mainstream level. This is actually, believe it or not, I feel good for the underground artists, because now we can shape and make hip hop, you know, in a better light and not be forced. to make music of that caliber, that which they did, in order to get on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean that's, it's like in contrast to what he's saying. If we gonna say as far as the prison pipeline, rap hip hop shit is true, then no, they're not. If private prisons have invested in hip hop so heavily, and that's how they're making their bread and butter, off of influencing people to say, stupid shit, then they're not going to, that's not over. Then that means they're losing money. So then you're going to say that there's a decline in, prison pipeline, private prisoning.
Yeah.
And it's not really true. But at the same time, if we continue to do that type of shit, then yeah.
We have up the prison.
When you think about it, it's fuck this nigga, fuck that nigga, fuck this side, fuck that side.
Right.
Kill this nigga, kill that nigga, kill everybody. If everybody's dead, bro, then who's gonna be listening to your fucking music?
That's true.
If everybody's dead on the, then who's? I sit in all different. I go through all different neighborhoods in Sacramento, man, and people are just playing everybody's music.
Yeah.
They're trying to enjoy everybody's music. They're not just, stuck to playing one, type of music. But there's a belief that if you are playing this music, that means you are from this. So while people who aren't involved are just driving around playing whatever the fuck they want to play. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be involved in the gang culture in Sacramento in order to be caught up in that gang culture type shit in Sacramento. But focused on that. But other than that, it's doable. The downfall of mainstream needs to happen so that they can quit robbing our people. You know what I mean? It's not cool. It's always been our culture. It's like somebody going into I don't want to put no titles on there, but it's like somebody going into a unknown territory and forcing their way on them and then making them be like, hey, this is your new identity and this is what you're gonna do. And it's like, nah, this ain't what we gonna do.
Right.
Nah, man, look, check this out. Y'all can do what you want. We gonna do what we do.
Right.
And then we'll see who outlasts who. Exactly. So as you can see, we doing what we supposed to do on the underground, and the mainstream talking about, it's dying out here. Nobody paying y'all for rap. Well, then that's cool then. We need to be making our own money anyway. Right.
That's why I no hate against the rappers in the mainstream at all. But as far as the major labels, I'm happy for this. I'm glad y'all want to not put us on. Some people are like, nigga, you tripping, you fucking up my bag. I'm trying to
break the chain, bro.
But yeah, I feel the same. You need to break the chain in order to, like I said, I'm not trying to say we renewing hip hop. I'm just saying we have a chance to popularize something in hip hop other than death. And I would love I would love to hear and see that happen in my lifetime.
Yeah, and that really falls upon us as the consumer of music as well.
Yeah,
it's like, if you don't want that, we have to influence that. You know what I mean, for it to stop. You know what I mean, on our platforms. Like, hey man, hey you guys. I know even though some of these fuck y'all niggas, niggas always talking about, but it's still what's needed, because once again, you're not gonna want nobody to be talking to your kids like that as you get older. So right now, yeah, it's cool for you to say that and for you to think like that, but that's what an immature person would say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's good. That's cool. That's your perception. And as you grow older and you become more elevated in your thought process when it comes to music, you'll start to see like, okay, I get it. And I'm glad that this type of music is out there, so I don't be 48, 50 years old riding around talking about, killing all my ops.
Yeah.
When I ain't got no ops no more. They already dead. 50 years old. So, you know what I mean? It's like, we create music for that reason. Like, I know I do, especially, like you say.
Yeah.
10 years younger, 10 years older, man. So I expect somebody in their 50s to hear my music and be like, I like this. I don't expect nobody in their 20s to be like, I like this. I expect them to be like, man, whose uncle is this tripping right now? You know what I mean? I expect them to be like, bruh, I expect that. But once again, the age limit on hip hop is something that was created, you know what I mean, by whoever, and it was an opinion that was popularized. And
Yeah.
it's something I really don't give a damn about because people like wine.
Well, let's go ahead and start with this other segment I have here.
Yep.
Most people who watch the Support Your Boy podcast on YouTube is very familiar with this segment. I'd like to go ahead and because we're gonna lighten this situation up with this game we call. Okay. Dream collab, wild collab.
Oh shit.
Now, in this situation, for those who don't know, let's just say this song Problems. After this conversation, putting in manifestation, the song Problems, after y'all hear it, it spreads out to the Support Your Boy podcast to the point where it gets crazy numbers now, right?
Right.
Now, it's the most number one song coming out of Sacramento, period. That's being played all over the U.S. from here on out, okay? That situation to where it gets to the point where it gets to the world now.
Mm-hmm.
So now the world is listening to Problems. And it gets so big that mainstream artists at this time, in order to revive their, career,
Right.
but you know what I mean? They want to get on to be on the remix of Problems.
Okay.
We're going to start with the Dream collaboration. You're going to get 2 emails. And the one you go with is the one you're going to put on the song. But understand, the one you don't choose is no longer fucking with Mak7teen. So you're going to get 2 emails from these well-known mainstream artists. The first email, they said, "Hey, bro, that song is fire. I'm surprised I didn't hear that shit a long-ass time ago. But now that I have, you got to put me on a remix, bro. You got to put me on a remix. I could just see it right now. Mak7teen, Big Boy."
Okay.
Yes.
Man, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. You get a
That would
second
be crazy.
email.
That'd be crazy.
You get a second email, and he goes, "Bro, I got to get on this motherfucker. I want to kill it my way, but you do you, and I'm going to do me, and we're going to make fire." I can just see it. As underground artists, you know what I mean? But, he's kind of more on the mainstream situation. I could just see it right now. Mak7teen, Tech 9, Problems.
What you mean? Wait, hold on. Time out. Wait. Dream collab and what collab?
We're going with the Dream collaboration. The first email.
And those are the 2 I get?
Yes.
And I got to pick out on each?
Pick one. What email are you going to answer?
I'm going on Tech 9.
He chose Tech 9 in the Dream collaboration. Over Big Boy?
Man, it's no knock to Big Boy, bro. Big Boy is like dream come true.
Yeah.
Right? Dream come true, right? But my style I would love, and once again, this goes right back to what I was saying before, but I would love for me, G, and Tech 9 to be on a song together.
Ooh, that would be
You
fire.
get what I'm saying? Like that would just, you know what I mean? That's just, so that's why. But I wouldn't mind putting them on there with Big Boy neither. But Tech though, that's way more closer to home, bro. But once again, Big Boy, that'd be, some me and you. That'd be, mom and your cousin too. That's.
Ooh, that would be. And you'd be a crazy ass motherfucking Southern fans you never had before.
You'll get a little, more, not more, but you'll get a little bit, more play with the beat, selection, his delivery. But Tech is more close to home. Tech 9 more close to home, Midwest, and the Worst Nightmare style, the Lil Six, style, the Sacramento, home style of horrorcore music. So I jump on that real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I jump on that one.
So his answer is Tech 9. Shout out Tech 9.
Dream.
Yeah. So that's a Dream collaboration. Now we're gonna go ahead and go with the Wild collaboration. These people want to jump on the song Problems, but these are emails that you did not expect to be on the motherfucking remix.
Here we go.
Okay, so you get the first email, like, "Oh my God, bro, I love Problems. I haven't rapped in a long motherfucking time, okay? I ain't rapped in a long time. But this song, Problems, made me want to bring me back.
Mm-hmm.
I could just see her right now. Mak7teen. Mark. Yeah.
The way you said, yeah.
It's gonna be fire.
Man, shout out to Marky Mark and the Funky Buns.
Yeah, he put down the acting. He want to get back on there with his shirt off. Talking about Problems. Yeah.
Oh man,
That's the first email.
that's crazy.
Second email, he's like, yeah. I gotta get on this motherfucking remix, man. I gotta get on this remix. Shit. They said you ain't famous. Shit, you lying to me. I gotta get on this remix. And I'm starting to rap. I ain't been rapping before, but I'm gonna be rapping now. It's gonna be Mak7teen and the motherfucking Charleston White.
I'm gonna do a song with
yeah.
Oh yeah, look here. I'm gonna do a motherfucking song with my nigga Charleston White, man. Nigga,
yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna do a song with Charleston White. Oh, and we're gonna call it "Now You're Mad."
Okay. That would be crazy.
Man, because I ain't doing one with Marky Mark.
You ain't doing what Marky Mark? Oh man, they might want to put you in a movie or some shit.
He said
Come on.
He said he's gonna take his shirt off and shit. I don't
Yeah.
know all that.
You gonna have his shirt off on that.
You know what? Charleston White is a fool. Charleston White is a fool though, man.
Yeah, he is. Crazy.
But he's a man with a message, man, and I
He
respect that man for that message that he be trying to push other than the bullshit.
Yeah. But you know how he do. Sometimes, the bullshit is to get them numbers up.
Yeah.
But while he got your numbers up, he gonna hit you with the knowledge.
Man, look, check this out. If you ain't never had your ass whooped before, then I can understand why you so sensitive.
Right.
But you know already, man, when you get that one, you get that wake up, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't need no more.
Exactly.
You feel me? So once again, man, he hit you with that shit and wake your ass up, and once he wakes you up, you like, damn, he do got a point though.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want you to know I'm very humble, very grateful, very appreciative, man, of everybody.
Appreciate you coming on the podcast, Support Your Boy podcast, for the second time. Now, I love the fact when artists like you come on. I love when any artist come on the podcast. But I'm gonna ask you the biggest question because I can only see you ascending, not because of the podcast, because I've been watching you. I can only see you ascending. So as you do, let me ask you this question, which I asked everybody. Is there a chance I can get you back on the podcast?
Yeah, man.
Woo! This nigga said yeah.
You know, man, before we get away from here, man, I just podcast and shows like this are great opportunities for you to get your music out and let people know who you is, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, of course, people who watch the show be like, that's Mak7teen. I've seen him before. People who've never watched the show be like, who is this guy? And get to know. And then on top of that, as an artist, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I got an album coming out. I got a single coming out. I got a project coming out. But then also as an artist, I got a show coming up. 420 show coming up, you know what I mean, that I'm performing at for Cypher.
Ooh.
Money-T, it's a shout out Money-T.
Shout out Money-T.
Dirty Royalty, man. Filthy Rebel Clothing, man. Get some. But that's who's throwing the event, you know what I mean? Young Bosses. Shout out Young Bosses. Bars Up event 420, man, at the Oak Park Brewery, man. Yes, this 420.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. Shout out Young Bosses. I'm gonna be there as a Cypher contestant for $500.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? So they're gonna be having a domino game for $300. They're gonna have a $25 domino get-in game. You know what I'm saying? Put $25 in, pay $300 pot. You know what I mean? Winner take all. You know what I mean? They're gonna have that. Then they're gonna have a rap battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all that's going on at on the side of the Oak Park Brewery, 420. There's 420 coming up. So to be able to say shit like that.
So as we end this thing out, y'all, make sure you follow Mak7teen on all social sites, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean here. And thank you guys for coming to support your boy podcast. Please go ahead and follow me on motherfucking YouTube. Appreciate it, y'all.